Right, so in this video, I want to do something a little bit different. I have a client that I'm consulting right now for a funnel, and we've come up with the offer, we've come up with the sales message, the market positioning, our unique opportunity or vehicle. We're now ready to launch. We have the funnel ready, and it's time to start driving traffic to it. So we are actually going to do a lot of split testing with different headlines and hooks and stuff like that, both on the organic side of things. So we're going to post content, but also on the paid side of things, which is obviously the ads. And so what we're going to do first is we're going to utilize what they already have. So if you're watching this, then I highly suggest that when you're launching something new, first you get what we call proof of concept by launching it to your warm audience. And so I thought, why not, share to you guys what we're doing with them. Hence why I'm recording this video, which I'm also going to send to them so they can see the first couple of posts that we're going to be doing. And I'm also going to give you the different examples of posts that I've made in the past, and also a tool that I've created called the Quick Content Planner. But more on that later. Make sure you're also subscribed, like this video so you can reach more people. It also inspires me when I see that you like the video. Anyways, the first type of post, if we go in here, this, by the way, is a tool called Millinote, and I just use this to plan different things. And so for this one, I'm planning the video. So you can see here, we have strategic posts, which is different types of posts to get a specific type of reaction or call to action from people. And then we have the format, which is just in which way do we present this content, which right now I'm doing a YouTube video. And then some posts are more written, they're shorter, they have a hook to then get people to comment and reach out to me to get something specific. All these types of formats for these content pieces. So the first type of strategy is the desire-based content pieces. So in the wealth industry, people want to make more money. In the health industry, people want to be more fit or healthy. And then in the relationship niche, people obviously want to have better relationships. So that's the first type of post, which is to get more of what they want. But then the second type of content is the pain related content, like how do I get rid of this pain? How do I escape this situation that I'm in? And the third one is just posting stuff to increase your trust with your audience. And obviously there are more than these three, but I'm starting with these three. So we have desire, pain, and trust, credibility, and authority. Why should you listen to me? That's why you hear me mentioning a lot of times, like build funnels for Clickfunnels and 300 funnels, blah, blah. It's to create more trust and credibility so that people actually listen to all of this stuff. So now let's look at an example of this. We have desire, how to get this result. I've been able to do this, my 3 steps to get this result toward desire. And so we go here for an example. You can see how to add custom shadows to Clickfunnels or a recurring revenue as a funnel designer. These are things that people want. This is also an example of this one. For an example, you can see 68 answers of people wanting this thing. I just say, who wants the video first? And that is specific format similar to this one. Written post on background, no image or video. The goal here is to get people to comment and ask for it. So this is the format for the desire type of posts. Here's an example of a post that you could make. Just recorded a new video, 3 steps to starting an online business. Who wants it? Or new training, how I got my first customer online in just 7 days. Who wants the video? If it's a PDF or if it's an ebook, you obviously just change the verbiage to fit your freebie that you're giving out or whatever it is, right? The goal is to get someone to comment and just make a micro commitment, which is why it's super short. And it's also working. You can see reach 800 people in my Facebook group. So that's one example of that one. Then we have another example, like an image with free in the title. So get people to comment and ask for it again. That's called a comment ladder. Here's an example, free funnel template. Just comment, link me below, and I'll send it over right away. You can do this with a training as well, where you have like a screenshot of the training or a screenshot of you, a selfie of you, and then just have a big headline so it's visible. It gets people to stop scrolling, and it just says, hey, comment below if you want this thing for free right now. So another example of that is this one. Want a free template? Application funnel by Gusten. And the headline is the same thing. Want a free funnel template? 94 comments. This obviously works. Doesn't matter if you're on Instagram or Facebook. I'm mostly doing it on Facebook because that's where my biggest audience is. But a lot of people are doing this on Instagram and other platforms as well. And then the third one, which is what I'm doing right now, is a video or live stream with a call to action. So get people to watch to the end and take the next step. So, you know, the headline or hook for a video could be the 3 things I learned when I started my business. Here's what I would do differently. You know, number 1, because, you know, I learned this thing. Or number 2, I would do this thing differently because then, you know, I realized that you can actually get quicker results when you're doing it this way. And number 3, this thing. And it could be like 5 things I learned, or it could be 3 things that I wish I had known sooner, or it could be 7 steps to getting this outcome. That's all desire, except for the mistake one. That's avoiding a pain. So that leads me to the next one, how to get rid of this pain or how to avoid this mistake. Lessons learned after this failure. Let's see if we find an example of that. This one is again more desire based. 4 quick changes to improve conversions. Number 1, do this. Number 2, do this. But you can see the same thing here. It's like I have something visual that gets people to stop scrolling. It has 1, 2, 3, 4. It has the copy here, and we have people reaching out. The call to action here, I think, was if you need help with this, feel free to message me. So those are just a couple of examples of posts, and you can obviously play around with desire based, pain based, trust based, and have different posts. Like this one is shorter, just a text and a question like, who wants this? Or, you know, just 10 people, first come, first serve, comment, link me below, and I'll send this over. Another thing that is super important to keep in mind is when you have something important that you're launching, something exciting, you want to tell people ahead of time. So when you're launching it like Friday or a Wednesday, you want to start like at least 3 days before, start teasing. It's like a teaser or a trailer for a movie. You start dropping hints what's coming, maybe updating your images and posting content, doing a little behind the scenes teaser of what's coming, why do people want it, how is it going to help them move towards pleasure or away from pain. And also increase your credibility by saying, here's what I've been able to do, it's coming soon, and here's what you're going to be able to learn, or here's what you can escape by learning this. So you see how these all 3 sort of tie together. And when you're mixing it is super powerful, because not only are you posting, you know, business and personal content, but you also have these psychological triggers happening in their brain. So this is like real marketing. It's not just posting like a food selfie or you like hustling or, you know, 6-figure this or whatever. It's like, here's the things that I'm learning. Now let me show you a couple of funnels that you could do this with. So I have this one, for example, download your free client challenge workbook below. Super simple funnel, right? It's just, this is it. You can't scroll. Just, you know, put your email here and we'll send it over. That's a workbook to get your first clients as a funnel designer. Then another one is this one, the webinar funnel, how I became a full-time high-ticket funnel designer in just 27 days. This is what we're doing with our, not this one, but it's a similar funnel because it has like an opt-in page to get the email. Then it has a video playing, and then it has call to action to book a call. And on the call, they're presenting their opportunity. And if it's a good fit, they close on the call. And so here's another one, obviously full-time funnel designer, the course where I teach this funnel design, the strategies, how to get clients and build funnels. And then this is a funnel bundle of different funnel templates, 37 templates for $37. And so as I'm creating content, I could then say, hey, the problem that people are making when they're building funnels is they have no framework or structure, blah, blah, blah. Here's what you need. Here's the second thing. And here's the third thing. And if you want my help, the best way you can do that is go to insert the offer. And so for this one, I could say, go to 37funnels.com and get my plug and play proven to convert funnels for just $37 or $1 per funnel. Super simple. And a lot of people overcomplicate this stuff, like, man, all this content stuff, like I have to be on TikTok, I got to do this thing, and it's like super complicated, when in reality you just need to sit down and say, okay, what's the pain that people are in right now who are in my target audience? What is it that they want? How can I relate to that? What did I go through? What did I learn? And then just write it down in a simple tool like this. So this is the quick content planner. So let me just show you real quick how this works. And maybe I'll do a separate video on the advanced version of this that's available in the course, Full-Time Funnel Designer as well. But basically what this is, and I've simplified it, like I said, is first you take like your brand pillars. So like, what are, 5 things that you're all about, or 7 things that you're all about. So it could be like business. Again, this is combining personal and business. So it could be, I'm all about business. I'm all about also health for entrepreneurs. I'm all about peak performance and, funnels, or more specifically in that business niche, what you're all about. So for me, funnels, copywriting, offer creation, design, traffic, clients, and personal life. right? Then I go to topics down here. Super simple. I just start adding different topics around content for these brand pillars. Okay, so funnels, landing pages, conversion, split testing, upsells, downsells, tech side of things, right? That's what I'm doing. Tutorials. I'm also doing trainings, how to get clients, to get the full picture, to build my personal brand. It's not just my branding and my design that is building my personal brand, it's my content and in which position I put myself in the marketplace to become a go-to. So a go-to for funnels, oh, talk to Gusten. A go-to for, you know, launching your landing page or designing your landing page or funnel for conversion, talk to Gusten, or get his course or get his templates. And so I'm trying to cement myself in a marketplace by having a clear strategy for brand pillars and content pieces. But then you want to turn those content pieces into marketing angles. So here's, and I'll just quickly go through this. Again, we have the advanced version in the course. We have the hook, the frame, and then the bridge over to the offer. And in a content piece, it would be like getting people into actually watching and stop scrolling. Hook them in by saying, here's this, you know, big promise, or here's this big problem that people have. And then you have a frame, meaning you take this thing and you frame it, you position it and say, here's why this is true. So it's like a statement, a polarizing statement that says, people are doing this all wrong. Oh, really? Like, let me watch this video and see if I'm doing this wrong right now. Or people are doing this to get this desire. Okay, let me read this to see if there's something that I can learn or just not miss out on. People don't like missing out on stuff. So for an example, for the hook, you could use something like a common myth around funnels, right? That could be a hook to get people in. Then they're like, what do you mean a common myth about funnels? Is this something that I have to know before I launch my funnel? And so if you click here, you can see that I have all of these things like short tutorial, behind the scenes, hidden loophole, controversial topic, painful mistakes. So for example, painful mistakes. And by the way, this one is turning out 100 content pieces for you and you just have to fill in the blanks. So what I would then do is I'm able to choose from here one of these brand pillars. So painful mistake about one of the brand pillars. Okay. And then when you're framing it, you give context to why you're talking about this. So it would be like a customer came to me and, you know, we were talking about, then you want to choose one of the topics from the brand pillar. So we go back here, funnels, one of these, right? So in here, we would frame it, we would talk about maybe conversion. So painful mistake that people make about funnels. And I learned this when a customer came to me, we were talking about conversions. The content piece is then the bridge over. So it would be one big topic and then 3 value points. So kind of like a video like this, the big bridge is social media content or posts. The value points is the sort of structure of the content so that it's easy to flow through. So step 1, I'm going to talk about brand pillars. 2, we're going to talk about topics. And then step 3, we're going to talk about marketing angles. So whatever it is. Call to action, link in bio, check it out, swipe up, click the link below. So for example, the call to action after this value piece could be click the link below and, you know, get the funnel templates or join my Facebook group or get the course if you're interested. Format for this would be video. And when it's done, I just mark it as done and then move on to the next one. Now, because this spreadsheet has set up conditional formatting, it's going to choose a lot of different hooks from all these brand pillars that I've set up so that the next one would be a proven system to get clients, right? I've put in the information. The spreadsheet knows this is what you, by the way, I'm launching a software soon. It's almost done. It's in beta right now. I'm testing. I have a demo account myself, but you know, it's not available to the public, so I'm not pitching you. It's called Frameworks, and it's a lot of this stuff. And I've taken a lot of this conditional formatting, as you'll see here. Okay. And what this software is doing, this spreadsheet right here and the software later, it's sort of using a machine to pump out different angles of the same information that you put in there. That's how it's able to take a content piece and create different versions of it so that you have 100 different content pieces. Anyways, long story short, the key and the secret truly to all of this, the secret right now creating content is just getting started and creating momentum, because sometimes we get so in our own mind, like even me recording this video and you know, my wife just had surgery and there's a lot of stuff going on. By the way, she's, you know, she's doing great and everything, recovering, but as I'm sitting down, I'm like, man, it has to be perfect. The video has to be perfect. The structure has to be perfect. My entire, like, the strategy behind the video, the weekly content needs to make sense. So this piece here, and like I'm usually overthinking it. So you have to sit down and just start creating, and then you'll create momentum by just keep publishing. So, you know, that's why I'm giving these different brand pillars to say, first we're going to create content around desire, and then the pain, and then trust. And we're going to put out pieces here and here. Some of them are shorter, some of them are written, some of them are images. And then you find kind of your momentum and you start picking up, and it goes easier and faster, and you don't have to think as much. But when you're taking a break or when you're getting started, especially in the beginning, you're like, man, it needs to make sense first before I'm going to publish. Like, it has to be perfect before I'm going to sit down and do it. No, like, you can do it, and then if you don't like it, if there's a content piece that you don't like, you don't have to upload it, but it doesn't have to be perfect. You can upload it and then make the next one a little bit better, and then the next one a little bit better. And I think the reason why people don't publish is the fear of other people's judgment. Like, what are they going to think about this video if it's not perfect? Like me right now, for example, if I'm not the most like, yay, everything is perfect, in that kind of mood, people wouldn't be watching or listening. So I think the main lesson, like, the strategy is great, the content pieces are great, but you have to get over yourself. It's not about you, it's about putting out content to help more people, because the more people you help, the more people are going to come to you, the more money you're going to make. So it's not about you. It's about solving their problem, getting them towards desire, away from pain, and then cementing yourself as the go-to in that industry. So hopefully that helps. If you have any questions on this, let me know in the comments below, and I'll cover that in the next video. If you want the advanced version of this, it's available in the course as well. Link is in the description. If you haven't already, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel for more videos like this, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.